honor to welcome Professor Arif Atkujaman, its principal and College Khulna, Bangladesh, who will be present in online mode. We express our heartiest welcome to Professor Prabodhi Bhattacharjee, ex-Vice Chancellor, Assam University, Assam, who will be present in online mode. Now I welcome to the dais distinguished guests, Professor Arif Khulna, Bangladesh, and will be present in online mode. I request our colleague, Dr. Nitumani Hoike and Dr. Sunanda Sahu to felicitate her with Fulam Gamusa and books and then bouquet of flowers. We have annexed us our Vice Principal, Dr. Goswami, DHSK College. I request sir, please come to the dais. And I request our students to felicitate sir. We are happy to felicitate our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Anujit Harali. Fulam Gamusa. Again, I request to felicitate with Fulam Gamusa our academic coordinator, DHSK College, Dr. Mridul Sharma. It is the time for lighting of the lamp. It will be accompanied by Mangalaswaram by the students of the Bengali Department. For lighting the lamp, I request Dr. Sanjivananda Borgohain, Principal, NLB City College, to come forward along with the dignitaries. Now I request Dr. Rita Poddar, the convener of the seminar, head of the Department Bengali, to speak a few words about the objectives of the
our chief guest, Professor Tapodhir Bhattacharya sir, and our distinguished speaker, Professor Dori Fukan, to our college. We are fortunate to have speakers online, so we would have been delighted to have you in our midst today, as you would also have had the pleasure of visiting the picturesque and serene part of India's extreme northeast. For those who are present in person today, I extend my warm welcome that you have made it here today despite the searing temperature, which truly deserves appreciation. For those who are following us online, e-conference may be a second best choice to bring here and enjoying the excitement of debates in person and also interacting personally with friends. DHSK College was established in 1945. The Department of Bengali has been an integral part of the institution since its inception and has made commendable contributions to the field of literature. The department has taken initiatives for the overall development of students and has initiated steps to help them face the highly competitive world. Personality development of the students is given priority and practical orientation is imparted to them. Our topic, feminism, 21st century, relevance and challenges, will deal with feminism, a movement that advocates gender equality in all aspects of life, including social, political, and economic. It is based on the belief that women are treated unfairly in modern societies which are patriarchal and patronize the male point of view. Feminism is a diverse collection of social theories and political movements as well as moral philosophies. The feminism as organized activism for women's rights emerged in the West, especially the United States of America. However, feminist thinkers and philosophers across the world has recorded their views on women's rights through treatises, chronicles, and literary narratives across the globe. In India, names like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, the renowned and iconic scholar from Bengal, known for his unconventional ideas on women's rights and equality. Raja Ram Mohan Rai, the saluted social reformer whose ceaseless struggles in Sati Pratha is recorded in history. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, who created revolutionary women characters who challenged accepted notion of women's role, behavior, attire, conduct, and raised feminist questions, indicate a history of progressive feminist thought in our nation. It is especially pertinent to raise issues of 21st century feminism in the contemporary context of escalating violence against women, indicate a history of progressive feminist thought in our nation. It is especially pertinent not to forget that of 21st century feminism to name contemporary context, waves of feminism have risen and violence subsided. Women indicate a history of progressive feminist thought in our nation. It is especially pertinent not to forget. It is time to review our society, our feminism, our family context, waves of feminism have risen often and violence subsided. Women stand a history of progressive feminist thought This seminar hopes to share inspiring and it is time to review the past society that our weaknesses, our family, connect ways of feminism, and development and biological information can visit your social organization. This seminar hopes to share inspiring and it is time to review the past society that our weaknesses, our family, connect ways of
Professor our Vice Chancellor Dr. Goswami Pracharya, Professor it is my pleasure to welcome you all Professor A. It is my pleasure and welcome you even RCNA selecting such an important topic. Topic covers a wide area and opens a greater scope of research. The 21st century has brought about remarkable progress in the global feminist movement, but with that progress comes new challenges, some more complex than those faced by earlier generations of feminists. Issues of intersection, representation, and equality in digital age and the backlash against feminist progress are just a few of the contemporary topics we need to engage with. This seminar brings together experts and scholars from diverse backgrounds who will share their insights and experiences, shedding light on how feminism can continue to evolve as a movement for equality, not just for women but for all marginalized communities. Today's discussion will help us to reflect on how far we have come and what we still need to achieve. I would like to extend my gratitude to all the participants and speakers and persons for being here today. Your contributions will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of the relevance of feminism in this century and challenges that lie ahead. I also thank our organizing committee, the members, and students of DHSK College who had hard work and dedication have made this seminar possible. It is through such efforts that we continue to foster learning and learning that encourages critical thinking, open dialogue, and positive action. Once again, a very warm welcome to everyone. I hope that today's seminar will be intellectually stimulating, inspiring, and for all of us. Thank you, and I wish you all a wonderful and then.
Thank you very much, sir. Uh, Already, Professor Sarif Articles Zaman sir is online. We the we the DHSK family welcome him to today's seminar. Time to listen from Dr. Sanjivananda Barbahai. I request him to deliver his inaugural speech. Welcome him to today's seminar. Time to listen from Dr. Sanjivananda.
Good morning, everybody. Respected President of the respected Principal of DHSK College, Dr. Susikanta Soikia, sir. Good advisor, Professor Atiuddin Jaman, sir, which is a retired professor of Bangladesh. Professor Kumiter Bhattacharya, ex-Vice Chancellor of Assam University, who is on online. Thank you, sir. Dori Fukan, madam. Respected faculty members of DHSK College, NLB City College, MDKG College, participants from different parts of the globe, and my dear students. It is a memorable moment for all of us that our two colleges, in collaboration with the Department of Bengali, is organizing a dialogue seminar on the topic Feminism in the 21st Century, Relevance and Challenges. I think the presentation of so much participants, the seminar will be a successful one. Today is one of the most memorable academic day for me that I am very much fortunate to be a part of this international seminar. I am also thankful to the authority of the History College of Assam, DHSK College, for giving me an opportunity to deliver the inaugural address to the learned sections of the globe. Being an alumni of this college, I am also proud to be here to share my ideas among the galaxy of mixed disciplines present in this international seminar. Hence, being a humble researcher in the field of anthropological research, first of all, it is my opportunity to bestow my deep sense of gratitude to each and everybody present here and also convey my welcome. Dear friends, the present society in this digitized world is day by day become very critical, but it is the fact that we must cope up and accept the present trend of the new social system. What it was in the 70s and 80s, in the last century, is completely turned to a new era, new horizon, new information, due to the rapid development of technology. Anyway, the theme of this seminar entitled Feminism in the 21st Century, Relevance and Challenges is quite interesting. The feminist problem, what we have seen in the bygone century is quite different in the present century. During that time, what we did not imagine today, it is practical in practice. Hence, today's seminar, I ardently expect a new multi-dimension on this vital issue. We will be able to obtain a new focus on the basis of richly documented evidences by the emerging researchers who have come here to participate in this international seminar, which will pave a new trend of research and feminist perspective. Lastly, I wish goes to the participants and special guests goes to that distinguished guest. With these few words, I conclude my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is the time to listen the keynote address of today's seminar.
আপোনালোকক মই জনাবলৈ সুখী হৈছোঁ যে আমাৰ গানৰ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ সন্মানীয় অধ্যক্ষ ডক্টৰ শশীকান্ত শইকীয়া ডাঙৰীয়া ইউনেস্কোৰ ষ্টেণ্ডিং কমিটিৰ মেম্বাৰ হিচাপে তেওঁ চিলেক্ট হৈছে এডুকেশ্যন আৰু মিডিয়া চেক্টৰত। সেইকাৰণে তেখেতক আমি নন্দন বৰগোহাঁই চিটি মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ তৰফৰ পৰা শুভেচ্ছা জনাইছোঁ আৰু লগতে আপোনালোকক সকলোকে তেওঁ শুভেচ্ছা জনাবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাইছোঁ।
This is the time to listen the keynote address of today's seminar. So I request Professor Sarif Atiquzzama sir to deliver his speech. He is connecting in online mode.
Thank you very much. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Though the sound is not very much clear, in spite of the deep, I am audible to you thanks to the technology of course. So, first, I would like to express my gratitude to you for inviting me as the keynote speaker on this great occasion, seminar arranged by DHSK College, Dibrugarh. So in fact, I could have been physically present here today, but due to some unavoidable circumstances, I'm out of problem. So there is a sudden turmoil in our country, and because of the consequences, the Indian High Commission has stopped receiving application for visa. That is why I could not process my visa. As the Philippines they tried my level best to talk to the High Commissioner of the Authority, but they say no, sir, do not start. So I'm a little bit unlucky to be there with you. In fact, I like to be physically presented where even if we invite me to any seminar. So, Honorable President of this seminar, Honorable Principal of the college, and renowned educationists and the participants, and all of you who are connected from abroad, very good morning to you. Now, the topic of today's seminar is Feminism in the 20th century, events and the challenges. So, I would like to talk on the topic. In fact, I would like to assure you that I will not take much time. So, just I would like to have session for 10 to 15 minutes. So, this topic investigates the intricate landscape of contemporary feminism, examining the evolution of feminist movements, the challenges faced, and the impact on social, political, and cultural spheres. Subsequently, it focuses on the current state of feminism, considering the interplay of gender with the racial, socio-economic, sexual, and other factors. Critical issues such as gender-based violence, workplace equality, and reproductive rights are explored in depth to illustrate the challenges and progress made in addressing these matters. The concept of feminism encompasses a variety of interpretation and ongoing debates persist regarding its precise meaning. For instance, so while the specific enumeration of injustices faced by women may vary, some scholars utilize the term feminism to denote a particular political movement within the historical context of the United States and Europe. For other authors employ the term to highlight the notion that women are subjected to various forms of injustice. Feminism, a movement with a rich and extensive history, has many definitions depending on the state. As its essence, feminism is the belief that women deserve all sorts of equal rights and freedom. Over the years, feminism has focused on equal pay in the workplace, reproductive rights, women's suffrage, the right to education, fighting against gender stereotypes, protection against sexual harassment and assault, the right to property, opposing racism, defending gender norms and self-expression. Uh, while often positive with contemporary notion, feminism traced its roots back to the groundbreaking publication of Mary Wollstonecraft's influential work, A Vindication of the Rights of Women. It was published in 1792. John Stuart Mill's The Subjugation of Women, published in 1869, the second important book after the Snake of Falls Convention, which is heard as the first wave of feminism, launched in 1848. This period saw gradual advancements in women's rights, with New Zealand granting women the right to vote in 1893, followed by the USA in 1920 and the UK in 1928. It was also aligned with anti-war and anti-rights movement. This phase of feminism became very intricate with numerous issues like capitalism, the role of women, sexuality, gender discrimination, and so on. The most important feature of this wave was that it was more inclusive than the first wave. So the third wave of feminism emerged in 1950s, challenging the features of secondary feminism. This movement primarily focuses on intersectionality, bodily autonomy, deconstruction of gender, individuality, etc. The fourth wave of feminism began in the early 2010, 2010, emphasizing the empowerment of women, the use of internet, the concept of intersectionality. The fourth wave aims to achieve greater gender equality by addressing issues such as sexual abuse, sexual harassment, sexual violence, in the workplace. Internet activism is the key feature of the fourth wave. The feminist movement has undergone significant transformation in the 20th century, merging historical accomplishments with contemporary challenges. The advent of the digital age played a pivotal role, facilitated the emergence of social media campaigns, which have created awareness and mobilized action concerning issues like sexual harassment and assault. The incorporation of intersectionality into the discourse has shifted the focus to recognizing the content instead of discrimination based on gender, race, class, and other factors. Globalization has further propelled feminist agendas onto the international stage, fostering cross-border collaboration to tackle common issues such as employment, disparities, and reproductive rights. While there have been achievements in addressing gender inequalities through legislative changes, still feminist challenges persist, including online harassment, resistance to gender equality, points I would like to mention some key aspects of the feminism in the 21st century. I would like to place first the technological influence, the rise of social media, and the internet has significantly transformed the discourse surrounding feminism. Digital platforms are increasingly utilized for mobilization, advocacy, and the sharing of diverse perspectives. Popularity of movements such as Me Too has led to broader conversation about sexual harassment. Then comes global feminism. In contemporary times, feminism has evolved into a global movement, with activists working collaboratively across multiple countries. This globalization has enabled discussion on critical matters such as gender based violence, reproductive rights, workplace. I already told earlier, workplace inequalities, fostering a sense of solidarity and shared responsibility. So then comes the intersectional. The concept of intersectional feminism has gained prominence by highlighting the interconnections between various forms of operation and advocacy of the importance of recognizing and addressing gender discrimination in the context of overlapping issues such as race, class, and sexual orientation. Then legislative and policy reforms. Furthermore, feminist advocacy has played a pivotal role in influencing policy and legislative changes aimed at advancing gender equality. Initiatives led by feminists have resulted in reports to combat sexual harassment in the workplace, bridges the wage gender wage gap, and enhance parental leave policies. These developments must create a significant impact on feminist activism, laws, regulation to foster a more equitable society. Then comes representation of women in media and in politics. There is a growing demand for authentic and diverse representation of women across media, entertainment, and political experiences. The organizations have been advocating for the visibility and accurate portrayal women from various backgrounds and experiences. Now, but the challenges and the responses, despite the progress made in feminism in the 21st century, encounter challenges issues such as online prevalence of gender-based violence and the feminist principles underscore the ongoing necessity for activism and education. Overall, feminism in the 21st century is a dynamic and multifaceted movement that asks to address traditional emerging challenges in the pursuit of gender. It encompasses a wide area of perspective and voices united by the common goal of creating a more equitable and just society for individuals of all genders. So, finally, in a summary, the examination of feminism's enduring relevance in the 21st century underscores its importance. A thorough investigation of its historical roots, contemporary challenges, and ongoing transformation reveals that feminism remains significant force in societal attitudes, legal frameworks, cultural standards, and so on. The movement's ability to incorporate intersectionality, respond to evolving conditions, and leverage technology and development demonstrates its press audience, and journalism. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone. So finally, I would like to say something in Bangla, as the seminar is arranged by Bengali Department of IQAC. সবাইকে শুভ সন্ধ্যা জানাচ্ছি। আমি আগেই বলেছিলাম যে এই অনুষ্ঠানে আমার শারীরিক উপস্থিতির কথা ছিল, কিন্তু কিছু অনভিপ্রেত কর্মকাণ্ড আমাদের দেশের রাজনৈতিক অস্থিরতা এবং এই মুহূর্তে এখনো পর্যন্ত প্রসেসিংটা এখনো সহজ হয়ে ওঠেনি। বারবার আবেদন করার পরেও নিশ্চয়ই আগামীতে কোনো একটা সময় আপনাদের সঙ্গে শারীরিকভাবে দেখা হবে এবং নিশ্চয়ই আমি সেখানে যদিও ডিব্রুগড় আমার কাছে নতুন নয়, আমি ডিব্রুগড় বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে গিয়েছিলাম একবার ডক্টর প্রফেসর হাজারিকা সেন্টারে একটা করতে এবং তাদের আমন্ত্রণে। তো এই ছোট শহরটি আমার ভালো লেগেছিল। তো আমার ইচ্ছা ছিল যে সেখানে যাবো, সুযোগটা আপনারা করে দিয়েছিলেন, সেটা আমি গ্রহণ করতে পারিনি, যার জন্য আমি ব্যক্তিগতভাবে দায়ী নই। তবে আমি যতদূর জানি যে আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানে একজন মানুষ উপস্থিত হয়েছেন যিনি বাংলায় দাঁড়ে দাঁড়ে পৌঁছে দিয়েছিলেন। যদি আমি ভুল না করে থাকি, ডক্টর তপোদীপ ভট্টাচার্যের আজকের আছেন, আমি ফুল স্ক্রিন দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। তো তাকে আমার তার লেখা পড়ে পড়েই আমরা এই বিষয়গুলো তার গবেষণার ব্যাপ্তি অনেক বেশি। এই অনুষ্ঠানটির সঙ্গে তিনি আরো বেশি মাত্রা দান করেছেন। তারা আয়োজন করেছেন, আমাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়েছেন এই কলেজের শিক্ষক বিভিন্ন জায়গা থেকে যারা এই সেমিনারে সম্পৃক্ত হয়েছে, যারা অংশগ্রহণ করেছেন, তাদের সবাইকে বাংলাদেশের শুভেচ্ছা অভিনন্দন এবং এই সেমিনারের সাফল্য কামনা করছি। আরেকবার কৃতজ্ঞতা প্রকাশ করছি আমাকে মূল প্রবন্ধ উপস্থাপন করবার সুযোগ
ধন্যবাদ স্যার, আপনি আমার আহ্বানে সাড়া দিয়ে আসতে পারেনি, কিন্তু আজকে যে আপনি প্রবন্ধটি সারবর্ণ প্রবন্ধটি পাঠ করলেন, আমরা তার জন্য আপনার কাছে কৃতজ্ঞ। আপনার বিষয়ে দু চারটি কথা এখন বলবেন আমারই কলিগ অমরিশ ভূঁইয়া, আপনি একটু শুনে যাবেন।
Good morning to all our distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, participants, faculty members, and student friends. It is my great honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Sharif Atikuzzaman. With an illustrious career spanning over 30 years, he has contributed significantly in English and Bengali languages. He has worked in various government colleges. In December 2018, he was appointed as a vice principal of government Brazilal College, Dibrugarh, Bangladesh. In January 2021, he was appointed as the principal of the same college and retired as principal on 12th July 2024. During his tenure, he supported various extracurricular activities for students, organized book fairs, and conducted several international and national seminars, and promoted social awareness initiatives in addition to editing many international journals. With a deep mastery of storytelling and a passion for English and Bengali literature, he has been writing books for almost 3 decades. Some of his prominent books include River Madhumati and the Broken Fiddle, Man and Mice, Swapno Ghorer Story, Shok, Khero Khetor Jibon, Dohan Kotha, among others. As a key speaker at various academic events, he has emphasized the importance of education, leadership, and social awareness in national development. It has been great pleasure hearing you, sir, in this very relevant topic. Thank you for your valuable keynote address, sir. Thank you, sir. English and Bengali literature. He has been writing books for almost 3 decades. Some of his prominent books include Divar Madhumati and the Broken Fiddle, Man and Mice, Swapnabharer Swari, Shok, Kherakhetor Jivan, Johan Kotha, among others. As a key speaker at various academic events, he has emphasized the importance of education, leadership, and social awareness in national development. It has been great pleasure hearing you, sir, in this very relevant topic.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your enlightenment deliberation. So, we know that UNORC, Northeast Region, Resource Center for United Nations Northeast Region, Guwahati, is one of the partners of our today's seminar. So, Ashwini Solna, Executive Director of UNO, is at Delhi. He will come to the online mode and he will speak only for 2 minutes because he is in a meeting. But he will join for 2 minutes. I request him to deliver his brief notes. We know that brief notes. UNORC, Northeast Region, Resource Center for United Nations Northeast Region, Guwahati, is one of the partners of our today's seminar. So, Ashwini Solna, Executive Director of UNO, is at Delhi. He will come to the online mode and he will speak only for 2 minutes because he is in a meeting. But he will join for 2 minutes. I request him to deliver his brief.
ধন্যবাদ ধন্যবাদ Am I audible?
So,
Yes, I get you.
So, he is not in the online mode. There is some difficulties from his side. So, now I request Professor Dibrugarh Bhattacharjee, sir. We express our heartiest welcome to him. He was ex-Vice Chancellor of Assam University, Silchar. I request Mayuri to give a brief introduction of him. Mayuri Datta, please come. He is not Mayuri Datta, please come. There is some difficulties from his side. So now I request.
Good morning. A very warm welcome to one and all present here. Myself, Mayuri Datta, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, and it is an honor to introduce and welcome one of the resource persons of today's international seminar on Feminism in 21st Century, Relevance and Challenges, Professor Dibrugarh Bhattacharjee, sir. So basically, he is from Silchar district of Assam, and he is a distinguished literary theorist, a critic, a poet, and who has significantly contributed to the contemporary Bengali literature. His academic journey is marked by multiple master degrees in Sanskrit, Bengali literature and language, and further enriched by a PhD from Jadavpur University, Delhi, in the year 1982, with his thesis titled Influence of Sanskrit Epics on 19th Century Bengali Epic Poetry. Professor Bhattacharjee has served as an educator in several prominent institutions. He began his career as a lecturer in Sanskrit at Kasar College in Silchar, and later taught Bengali at Kasar College, Guwahati University, and North Bengal University. His long-standing association with Assam University, Silchar, where he served as a professor, collections of poetry. Some of the most prominent books written by him are আধুনিকতা, পর্ব থেকে পর্বান্তর, বাংলা কবিতার ছায়াতল, আখ্যানের বহুস্বর, epic tradition, etc. We are very happy and proud to have you, sir, on this seminar, and a very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you, one and all. Till now, he has published 134 books, including 32 collections of poetry. Some of the most
Thank you, everybody, and very good morning to all of you. And I was listening to the keynote speech made by Professor Sharif from Bangladesh. It would have been nice if both of us could be present in Dibrugarh today. But we know the situation in Bangladesh, and we hope it will rediscover itself very soon. And for me, I am distinctly unlucky because I had the occasion to come to Dibrugarh once, but I could not. This time also I failed. I hope the next time will be a better opportunity for me. And I accepted your invitation with great joy and enthusiasm. But because of some unavoidable circumstances here in Silchar, I had to cancel my trip, and instead I requested the organizers to arrange for this online version. So, online version I don't relish, very frankly speaking, because it's one thing to come near you, to know each of you, but then I hope you won't mind. Because this is a multilingual seminar, speakers will speak in Assamese, Bengali, Hindi, and English. And for me, it would be better, of course, if I can speak in Bengali, but I will try to make myself available both in Bengali and English. আমি বাংলাতেও বলবো এবং ইংলিশেও বলবো। বিষয়টা এমন যে শুধু বাংলাতে বললেই সম্ভবত 40 মিনিট কভার হয়ে যাবে, সেটা সম্ভব নয়। আমি জানি কি অসুবিধায় পড়েছিলেন আজকের বীজ ভাষণ প্রদানকারী অধ্যাপক শরীফ। তিনি আমার সম্পর্কে অনেক ভালো ভালো কথা বলেছেন, এটা আমার প্রতি তার স্নেহের প্রকাশ ছাড়া অন্য কিছু নয়, কিন্তু তাকে আমার ধন্যবাদ দিতেই হয়। এই জন্য আমি একজন সাধারণ ছাত্র মাত্র বাংলা সাহিত্যের, এবং বলতে পারেন সাহিত্য তত্ত্বের, তার কোনো বাংলা ইংরেজি নেই, ভাষার বেরিয়ে কাজ করে না। তো আমি এখনো ছাত্র, এবং যতদিন এই পৃথিবীতে থাকবো আমি ছাত্রই থাকতে চাই। সুতরাং আমার সম্পর্কে অধ্যাপক শরীফ বা অন্য কেউ যেন বেশি কিছু না ভাবেন। আমি আপনাদেরই মতো একজন, আপনাদের সঙ্গে চলেছি, বয়স আপনাদের সবার থেকে বেশি, এটা একটা আমার একটা সুবিধা, আমার অসুবিধা দুটোই বলতে পারেন। Anyway, thank you once again because you will be listening to me whatever I try to do. কিন্তু অনুগ্রহ করে মনে রাখবেন যে একটা সমুদ্রকে কখনো একটা পেয়ালার মধ্যে ধারণ করা যায় না। You can't hold an ocean in a cup, but I will have to do that, and I'm sorry for that because it will be a deep disturbance for you. দেখুন আজকের বিষয় কি, 21 শতকের নারী চেতনাবাদ। নারী চেতনাবাদ নিয়ে আমি যখন প্রথম একটু চিন্তা করেছিলাম, অবশ্যই গত শতাব্দীতে, এবং আজকে এই 2024 সালের আজকের যে তারিখটায় আমরা আছি সেপ্টেম্বর, এবছরের মাত্র 4 মাস বাকি, 4 মাসই বাকি, এবং আমরা 2024 সালে এসেছি। সুতরাং অঙ্কের হিসেবে আমরা 21 শতকের 1/4 পেরিয়ে এসেছি। 21 শতকটা কি? আপনারা সবাই বিদ্বজ্জন পণ্ডিত, এইখানে আছেন, আপনারা জানেন এটা একবিংশ শতাব্দী, শুধু নয় সেটা আরেকটা সহস্রাব্দ বটে। এই সহস্রাব্দটাকে একটু চেনা যাক। Let us try to understand rather closely what we mean by this 21st century. Finally, we are all aware that in the first year of the 21st century, that is in 2001, something happened in America, and that has redefined the meaning of our civilization altogether. আমি সেই যুগল গম্বুজ ধ্বংসের কথা বলছি। তারপর থেকে পৃথিবীতে অনেক কিছু ঘটেছে। এই যে ঘটছে, নানা কিছু ঘটে চলেছে। আমাদের ভারতীয় উপমহাদেশে ঘটেছে, আমাদের এই আসামে ঘটেছে, বাংলাদেশে ঘটেছে কিছুদিন আগে, এবং বাংলাদেশের কথা এখন থাক। মাত্র 3 দিন আগে শেষ হলো যে একটা ব্যাপার যেটা আমাদের সবাইকে আলোড়িত করেছে। আজকের যেটা বিষয়, 21 শতকের নারী চেতনাবাদ, এটা কি সে বিষয়ে আমি যে কথাটা বলতে চাইছি অনেকেই হয়তো অনুমান করে নিয়েছেন যে অত্যন্ত দুর্ভাগ্যজনক ঘটনা ঘটে গেছে আরজিকর কলেজে, মেডিকেল কলেজের মতো জায়গায়, এবং যার ফলে মানুষ উদ্বেল হয়ে উঠেছে শুধু কলকাতায় নয়, ভারতের নানা জায়গায়, এবং আমাদের আসামেও, আমাদের শহরেও, ডিব্রুগড়েও নানা ধরনের প্রতিবাদ মিছিল যারা সংগঠিত করেছেন তারা শুধু মেয়েরা নন, একটা সংকেত পাচ্ছি। And all of us are aware that being students of literature predominantly in this seminar, all of us are students of literature basically, and in literature, an event is actually a sign. একটা ঘটনা মানে একটা সংকেত। এই যে 21 শতকে 2024 বছর চলে যাওয়ার পরে আগস্ট মাসটা আমাদের জন্য খুব ভালো হয় না। 5 আগস্টে বাংলাদেশে কি ঘটেছিল সেটা আমরা জানি। এই আগস্টেই কিন্তু আরজিকর কলেজে একটা খুব দুর্ভাগ্যজনক ঘটনা ঘটে। একটি মেয়েকে, যিনি চিকিৎসক, তাকে অত্যন্ত দুর্ভাগ্যজনক অবস্থায় মেয়ে হওয়ার জন্য মাসুল দিতে হয়েছিল। আজকে আমরা যে ফেমিনিজম নিয়ে কথা বলছি, আমরা এটা কি তত্ত্ব বলে মনে করি শুধু, যার সঙ্গে বাস্তবের কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই? Do we mean to say that we theorize which has nothing to do with reality? Definitely not. Because literature is something which we always redefine every time we encounter something in our surrounding. আমাদের ব্যক্তিগত জীবনে, আমাদের সমাজে, আমাদের দেশে, কিংবা এই ভূমণ্ডলে, in the whole globe, এই যে আমাদের আর্থ নামে নীল গ্রহ, যার কথা আপনারা জানেন, এটা বিখ্যাত বইও আছে। আমেরিকার এক অতি বিখ্যাত মহাকাশ বিজ্ঞানীর লেখা, যে যেটাকে তিনি বলেছিলেন, ওই আপনারা জানেন যে আমেরিকা যে পাঠিয়েছিল ভয়েজার 1 এবং ভয়েজার 2, এবং সেটা যখন ইউরেনাস গ্রহ থেকে নেপচুন গ্রহের পাশ দিয়ে প্লুটোর খানিকটা দূর দিয়ে সৌরমণ্ডল পেরিয়ে চলে যাবে, তখন পৃথিবী থেকে কমান্ড দেওয়া হয়েছিল ফিরে তাকাও, ক্যামেরাটাকে তাক করো পৃথিবীর দিকে। দেখা গেল চারদিকে অন্ধকারের মধ্যে একটা নীল বিন্দু, সেই নামেই বিখ্যাত বিজ্ঞানী কার্ল সাগান তার একটা বহুপঠিত বইয়ের কথা লিখেছিলেন। কেন আমি এইসব কথা বলছি? ফেমিনিজমের সঙ্গে তার সম্পর্ক কি? What is the relation with feminism? Feminism is not something which comes from the blue. Feminism, if it has to carry any meaning at all, it has to be related with our life, our allegations. Now, something is happening in IQAC College. Something is happening, forget about Bengal. Some months back, some dastardly thing happened in UP, Uttar Pradesh. Not once or twice. Even now, many informations do not reach us. So what does it mean? এটার অর্থ একটাই, আমাদের মেয়েরা এখনো নিরাপদ নয়। আমরা পুরুষ মানুষেরা অর্ধেক মানবী তুমি অর্ধেক কল্পনা বলে নারী প্রতিমার যতই বর্ণনা করি, রবীন্দ্রনাথকে মাথায় রেখেই বলছি, আপন মনে নিশায় করেছি তাহাদের রচনা যতই বলি আমাদের 21 শতকে আমরা কিন্তু let us understand it properly, we are in a post-humanist situation. আমি এটাকে বাংলা করেছি উত্তর মানবতন্ত্রী অবস্থান। When you call something a post-humanist situation, that means we have almost transgressed the limits or whatever boundaries we have defined for ourselves for humanity. What does it mean? Does it mean that humanism has no meaning at all? No. It has a deeper meaning instead, but আজকে সেটা সময় নয়, এটা নিয়ে দীর্ঘ আলোচনা করা যেতে পারে। আমি শুধু কয়েক সেকেন্ডের মধ্যে তিনজনের নাম উচ্চারণ করব। একজন হচ্ছে এরা প্রত্যেকেই জীবিত, আরেকজন হচ্ছেন জিজেক, আরেকজন হচ্ছেন বাদিউ। এরা ইউরোপের তিনজন মহান মনীষী যারা এখনো এইসব নিয়ে কাজ করে যাচ্ছেন, পোস্ট হিউম্যানিজম নিয়ে কাজ করে যাচ্ছেন, উত্তর মানবতন্ত্র যেটাকে আমরা বলছি বাংলা নিয়ে কাজ করছে। তার প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে, আপনি ইউ হ্যাভ টু ডিফাইন ইউর 21st century first before you try to understand what is the situation right now prevalent for the feminist study. আমরা 20 শতকের শেষ দিকে যখন প্রথম অন্তত বাংলার কথা বলতে পারি, আমরা যখন পড়েছিলাম এবং আমরা 20 শতকের এক মহান অসমীয়া সাহিত্যিকের, দুজন অসমীয়া সাহিত্যিকের নাম আমি পড়ব, একজন নিরুপমা বরগোহাঁই, একজন হোমেন বরগোহাঁই, স্বামী স্ত্রী। তারা দুজনের স্বামী স্ত্রী, দুজনের অ্যাপ্রোচ কিন্তু আলাদা। যে দুটো বই আমি পড়েছি, আজকে এটা নিয়ে আলোচনার জায়গা নয়, আর আমি এটা বিশেষজ্ঞ নই, একজন সাধারণ পড়ুয়া হিসেবে হ্যাঁ অসমীয়া পড়ে আমি বুঝতে পারি, যেহেতু আমি আসামে থাকি, বুঝতে পারি, অসুবিধে হলেও মাঝে মাঝে বুঝতে পারি যে তারা কিন্তু দুই ভাবে স্বামী স্ত্রী একই সঙ্গে লিখেছেন, কিন্তু তাদের যে একই বিষয়ে নয়, মেয়েদের নিয়ে লিখেছেন, কিন্তু তাদের দুজনেই কিন্তু এটা বিশ্বাস করেন যে মেয়েরা তাদের নিজেদের অধিকার নিশ্চয়ই তারা কায়েম করবে। আমি শুধু বুড়ি ছুঁয়ে গেলাম, এটা নিয়ে বিস্তারিত আলোচনা এখানে নিশ্চয়ই অনেকে করবেন। যিনি আজ আমাদের মধ্যে নেই, অসমীয়া সাহিত্যিকটাকে একটি ব্যক্তিগতভাবে চিন্তাম। আমি কিছুদিন যখন বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে অধ্যাপনা করেছি, আমি যখন গিয়েছি দিল্লি ইউনিভার্সিটিতে, তখন তিনি মানে রিটায়ার করে গেছেন, তো ওই সময় তিনি ছিলেন দিল্লিতে, আমার সঙ্গে তার দেখা হয়েছে। তিনি সেই অর্থে হয়তো ফেমিনিস্ট ছিলেন না, আমাদের মামুনি মুসলামি, কিন্তু তার লেখাতে ফেমিনিস্ট হওয়ার দরকার হয় না। If you want to reinvent the true meaning of feminine self, a word which is equally true for the men and women alike, that you need not be a professed feminist. আপনার নারী চেতনাবাদী বলে নিজেকে ঘোষণা না করলেও চলে। আপনাকে শুধু এটা মনে রাখতে হবে যে আমি এমন একটা পৃথিবীতে বাস করি, যে পৃথিবীতে নারী পুরুষের সমানাধিকার শুধুমাত্র স্লোগান দেওয়ার জন্য হয় না। It is not for slogan mongering, it is something else. নারী ব্যক্তিত্বকে যদি সম্মান জানাতে হয়, তাহলে এবং তার পরিপূর্ণতার দিকে তাচ্ছিল্য করার যে অভ্যাস পিতৃতাত্ত্বিক সমাজে খুব বেশি, সেটাকে আমরা নিজেরাই যদি এখান থেকে বেরিয়ে পড়ি, তাহলে কালিদাস, আমি যেহেতু সংস্কৃতের ছাত্র ছিলাম, আপনারা শুনেছেন যে কালিদাস বলেছেন যে নারী কি না পূজার বৃহৎ, তাহলে পূজার উপযোগী আর গৃহ সত্যিই কি মানে আমরা তো মনে করি যে ভরণ পোষণ পায় মেয়েরা, তারা তাদের কাছ থেকে শেখা
আর
হওয়ার
6 মিনিট আছে, এই দিয়ে তুমি উপরে মানুষ
because we have to understand our 21st century. What is the 21st century? And for that you did not have to always be theoretical. Yes, I have spoken about or rather referred to slavery, referred to Agamben, referred to Badiou. These three functions are not feminists in their way, but they are precursors of new cultural studies in 21st century. আর আজকে কালচারাল স্টাডি, সাংস্কৃতিক ভাবনা, সাংস্কৃতিক বিদ্যা বলা উচিত কিনা জানি না, প্রফেসর শরীফ বলতে পারবেন। তো সেই সাংস্কৃতিক বিদ্যায় বলুন বা কালচারাল স্টাডিজ, এখন এটা নিউ শব্দটা দেখুন, এটা লাগানো হয়েছে what for, because cultural studies is not something new, but now we are interested about new cultural studies. Why? Because it tries to amalgamate various sections of thought prevalent in our human society. কখনো তা পোস্ট কলোনিয়ালিজম বা উপনিবেশিক চেতনাবাদ, কখনো আজকে যে বলছেন আপনারা ফেমিনিজম, প্রফেসর শরীফ is aware about it. There is post feminism as well, not only post humanism, but there is post humanism. And আমি এখন একটা নতুন আরেকটা শব্দ বলবো, which I must refer to. This is post truth. আমি সেটাকে বাংলায় করি উত্তর সত্য। মাস দুয়েক আগে আমি একটা লেখা তৈরি করে একটা পত্রিকায় দিয়েছি, কারণ এটা আমাকে খুব ভাবায় যে আজকাল সত্যের দিন গেছে। তবে এটা তো কথা নয়, আমরা তো জানি 82 সালে এক ভদ্রলোক ফ্রান্সে বসে সব কিছু বিশ্বাস করে দিয়েছে, বলছেন যে এন্ড অফ হিস্ট্রির প্রবর্তক। এই নীতি আপনারা শুনেছেন, এই নামে বইও আছে তার। তো তিনি ফ্রান্সে বসে গোটা পৃথিবীকে তিনি মোটামুটি তার পক্ষে নিয়ে এসেছেন। He is a postmodernist thinker. What does he say? That now in these days there is no relevance for truth, there is no relevance for progress, there is no relevance for history. মানে ইতিহাস যদি না থাকে, সত্য যদি না থাকে, প্রগতি যদি না থাকে, এবং সেখানে তালিকা শেষ হলো না। এখন নন্দন মানে aesthetics. I don't know whether Professor Sharif will agree with me or not. There is the era of post-aesthetics. নন্দনেরও দিন শেষ। তার মানে কি? আমি তো এক কথায় বলে গেলাম। আমি জানি, আগেই বলেছি, একটি পেয়ালার মধ্যে সমুদ্রকে ঢুকানো যায় না। These are the complexities of new cultural studies, which are trying to vex us. And when we try to understand feminism, then number one, these days there are so many things I can say, but for me, the most important thing is for not only for a feminist, but for a true humanist, that we have to understand that these days our women folk, not only in the Bengali society or Assamese society, not only in Indian society or the society of Bangladesh, society everywhere, maybe even in Africa, they are trying to reinvent themselves. So this is the situation in which our women folk are trying to reinvent themselves. Now comes question number two. In 20th century, we have crossed over a few months, years back, or maybe a few decades back. There is a question of neo-liberation also. Neo-liberation? What kind of nonsense is this? Pakistan, look at Sri Lanka, look at Myanmar. Liberation is only true in words, but not in reality. So these days, there are some theorists who talk about or propagate the theory of neoliberation. Now, what a feminist, or for that matter, a post-feminist would have to do with regards to that neoliberation? তিনি কি এই নিয়োলিবারেশনের তত্ত্বকে খারিজ করে দেবেন, নস্যাৎ করে দেবেন, বাতিল করে দেবেন, নাকি তার ভেতরে ঢুকে তার পরিবর্তনটা বোঝার চেষ্টা করবেন? আমি শুনতে বলেছি যে নতুন করে আবিষ্কার করতে হবে, রিইনভেন্টিং হারসেলফ। তো what does it mean? When the great thinkers, feminist thinkers, like, of course, কেউ নারী হয়ে জন্মায় না, নারী সমাজটাকে নারী করে তুলে এই বিখ্যাত আত্মবাক্যের প্রবক্তা যিনি দ্য সেকেন্ড সেক্স বইয়ের রচয়িতা, জাঁ-পল সারত্রের জীবন সঙ্গিনী, সহধর্মিনী বলা যাচ্ছে না, জীবন সঙ্গিনী সিমোন দে বুভুয়া, তার কথা, তারপরে এলান সোয়ালটারের কথা, যিনি লিটারেচার অফ দেয়ার ওন বলে একটা বই লিখেছেন, এবং রিইনভেন্টিং হারসেলফ বলে আমি একটা শব্দ বললাম, এটা একটা বইয়ে এটা এলান সোয়ালটার লিখেছেন। যিনি লিখেছেন বইটির কথা, যেটা এক সময় খুব চারদিকে হুলস্থুল ফেলে দিয়েছিল, বা মনে করুন যে না অনেকের করা যেতে পারে। যেমন আমরা জানি যে মনস্তত্ত্ব যখন জাক লাকা এলেন লেট 70s এবং তার প্রভাবে যখন ফেমিনিজমের উপরেও প্রভাব পড়ল, so there are so many things to think about, but these all happened in 20th century. But what is happening in 21st century? একটি কথা সত্যি কথা বলতে কি মাত্র 24 বছর গেছে, আমরা কি দাবি করব যে আমরা এই রহস্যময় জটিল কমপ্লিকেটেড 21st century বা 21 শতকের সব বুঝে গেছি? এরকম ভাবলে আমরা খুব ভুল করব। আসল কথা হচ্ছে আজকে মূল কথা হচ্ছে এই যে রিইনভেন্টিং হারসেলফের তত্ত্বই বলুন বা নিওলিবারেশনের তত্ত্বই বলুন, পোস্ট কালচারাল স্টাডিজে অ্যামালগামেশন অফ ডিফারেন্ট থট প্রসেসেসের মধ্যে একজন মেয়ে তার নিজের পরিসরটাকে কি করে খুঁজে বের করবে সেটার তত্ত্ব বলুন। এই যে বললাম আমি পরিসর মানে স্পেস, ইংরেজিতে বলে স্পেস। Now, this reminds me of great thinker Mikhail Bakhtin, who taught us that truth is something which is related to your own social, cultural, psychological position. আমি যা বাংলায় বলি যে আমাদের অবস্থানই আমাদের সত্যকে নিয়ন্ত্রণ করে। Our position, our social position, our cultural position, our political position, our psychological position actually determines what is truth. Truth is not absolute. না, এখন মেয়েদের কথা যখন ভাবি, যারা নিজেদের জীবনকে নতুন করে তারা পুনর্নির্মাণ করতে চাইছেন, রিবিল্ড করতে চাইছেন, তখন 21st century এই জটিল কমপ্লিকেটেড পরিসরে স্পেসে they have to find their own space. And the question of neoliberation will be true only when you have truly liberated yourself in your society, in your family, in your milieu, in your country, or you say in your state. কারণ স্টেট পাওয়ারের কথাটা নিচ্ছে করেই আনলাম না, বিকজ ফুকোর বলার পরে, মিশেল ফুকো বলার পরে, আপনারা সবাই জানেন, যেটা আমি আর বলছি না, মায়ের কাছে মাসিক গল্প করে তো লাভ নেই, যে পাওয়ার/নলেজ বলে তার বিখ্যাত বইটা যেটা আছে আপনারা জানেন, নলেজ সিস্টেম is integrally related to the complications or intricacies of power. Now, these increasing phase of what should I say, a globalized capitalist force. Globalized capitalism একটা মিরেসিং ভয়ঙ্কর একটা পর্যায়ে আমরা এসে পড়েছি। সেখানে পাওয়ার এবং নলেজ এই দুটো সত্যই যেটা মিশেল ফুকো আমাদের শিখিয়েছিলেন তাকেও রিডিফাইন করতে হবে। ইউ হ্যাভ টু রিডিফাইন হোয়াট মিশেল ফুকো taught us about power, about knowledge, about many other things. Now, coming back to the position which is completely open. মানে আমরা 21st century বলতে যে ফেমিনিজমের কথা বলছি, this is my submission to you, very humble submission. This is actually an open test. That is, it has no ending because we have only talked about 24 years. And now, I would not explain because I am not sure what I can tell you about that. This is the introduction of AI, artificial intelligence, which is going to bring about a havoc in our individual life, in our social life, in our cultural life, in our political life, in our psychological makeup. So the 21st century, the new cultural studies will have to redefine. I don't know what Zizek, Agarwal and some other persons who are thinking very deeply about it. But how they will theorize the onslaught of artificial intelligence or AI in our now feminism is definitely not exterior to our life. It is interior. We have to first interiorize what we mean by feminism. যদি আমরা বলি যে নারী চেতনা মানে মুক্তি, যদি নারী হয়ে কেউ জন্মায় না, সবাইকে নারী করে তোলে আমাদের সমাজ, নারী করে তোলে মানে কি ভোগ্য সামগ্রী করে তোলে, তো সেগুলো আমরা অনেক আগে থেকেই চলে এসেছি। Masculinist as well as আমাদের সমস্ত establishment, whether is definitely masculinist. We must know how to challenge this. So there is scope for fresh challenges. And also not only challenges, you must know how to subvert. আমরা কিভাবে subvert করা মানে ভেতরে ঢুকে ধ্বংস করে দেওয়া। যদি আমাদের এমন কোন সিচুয়েশন হয় which is trying to destroy our human self, then we must be prepared to subvert from within. কিন্তু আমি এটা তো তথ্য কথা নয়, 21st century is a very complicated scenario. How that can be done? আমি তো একজন ভবিষ্যৎ গণক নই, ভবিষ্যৎ I don't believe in that also. So I will not tell you how these things will happen. But one thing is sure, the so-called angel in the home, material in the beginning of the last century, she in a sarcastic manner, she referred to the women as the angel in the home. No, they are not angel in the home. They are what? They are they have their mystics of their own, but they participate in the dialectics of our life, which is constantly unfolding. যেহেতু এটা বারবার constantly unfolding, অর্থাৎ সব সময় যেটা নিজেকে বিকশিত করে চলেছে, তো সেই সময়ে উইমেন্স কনসাসনেস বলে যে কথাটা যদি আমরা একটা দাগা দিয়ে দিলাম, মানে উই আর লেভেলিং, যেটা বলেছিলেন ইংরেজি সাহিত্যের ছাত্র তো নিশ্চয়ই এখানে অনেকে আছেন, আপনারা জানেন যে এই কথাটা আমরা পেয়েছি ইংলিশ ক্রিটিক্যাল এসে 19th century and 20th century। আমার আবার ইংরেজিতে অনার্সে নানা কাণ্ড কারখানা আছে, তো সেখানে এটা আমাদের পাঠ্য ছিল যখন অনার্সে পড়তাম। তো সেই সময়ে এটা লেভেলিং বলে একটু পুছা দেওয়া হয়েছে। I don't know what to be a term as leveling critic, কিন্তু এইটুকু নিশ্চয় বলবো যে উইমেন্স কনসাসনেস বলে কোনো কিছু লেভেল করে দেওয়া যায় না। Women's consciousness is something which always fights for liberation. এবং সে কি ধরনের মুক্তি? রাজনৈতিক মুক্তি, সাংস্কৃতিক মুক্তি এবং মনস্তাত্ত্বিক মুক্তি, যেটা বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট সম্ভবত। আজকে মনস্তাত্ত্বিক মুক্তিটাকে কত জরুরি সেটা কি আজীবনের কলেজের ঘটনা কি দেয়? এটার জন্য কি যে মেয়েটিকে আমরা হারালাম, violence of the worst kind, কিন্তু বলুন তো এপিস্টেমিক ভায়োলেন্স কি আমরা কম করি? মেয়েদের সাইকোলজিক্যাল ভায়োলেন্স কি কম করি আমরা? আমি কি খুব খারাপ কথা বললাম? এপিস্টেমিক ভায়োলেন্স মানে জ্ঞানতাত্ত্বিক একটা সন্ত্রাস। আমরা প্রত্যেকেই সন্ত্রাসী এবং প্রত্যেকেই সন্ত্রস্ত। It is a very interesting dialectics. আমরা we are ourselves being violated by violence, and when some situation so occurs that we had an opportunity to be violent, then we do not go behind. So, an ongoing dialogue of completing, for what? For completing the potential possibilities of the human form. This has to be understood. A ongoing dialectics, the dialogue, you use the word dialogue. তাহলে এটা বাক্তিনের কাছাকাছি আসে, মার্কসের যে বেশি আসে বাক্তিনের কাছাকাছি। We are to begin a new dialogue with the world around, and this dialogue is both existential and epistemic. অর্থাৎ আমি বলতে চাইছি এটা একটা অস্তিত্বতাত্ত্বিক একটা দিলাপ, একটা ডায়ালগ, এবং এটা জ্ঞানতাত্ত্বিকও বটে। এক কথায় এটা আমাদের ডিফেক্ট লেয়ার্স অফ আওয়ার সাইকিতে যে সম্ভাবনা পসিবিলিটিগুলো সেইগুলো থেকে I think new world, new march will spring from somewhere which is not well defined even now. সুতরাং নিউ কালচারাল স্টাডিজের মধ্যে বলুন কিসের জন্য? যতই বলুন ফ্রান্সিস ফুকুয়ামা, একটু আগে আমি তার নাম না করে বললাম না এন্ড অফ দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড, এত তাড়াতাড়ি মানুষ যতদিন আছে এই পৃথিবীর অবসান হতে পারে না। সুতরাং আজ থেকে 44 বছর আগে যে কথাটা বলে গেছেন ফ্রান্সিস ফুকুয়ামা, পৃথিবী বিখ্যাত হয়ে গেছে এন্ড অফ হিস্ট্রি তত্ত্ব দিয়ে, we definitely will not believe it, will not succumb to it, because we are responsible for what we are. আমরা কি এটার জন্য আমরা নিজেরাই রেসপন্সিবল। We should not annihilate ourselves. Therefore, feminism is a philosophy. It is not only a social theory. It is a philosophy which refuses to annihilate the world around, and which rather opts for creating new addresses. নতুন সে খুঁজে বেড়ায় কাকে আমি অ্যাড্রেস বললাম, যাদের আমরা সম্বোধন করব। সমস্যা হচ্ছে the problem is we do not want to address anybody. We remain confined with ourselves. Then true feminism is actually a true philosophy which encounters all sorts of limitations and also the conspiracies of annihilation. We refuse to be annihilated. That should be the world today, the world of the 21st century. আমি কিছুই বলতে পারলাম না। আমি আসলে আপনাদের সঙ্গে কিছুক্ষণ একটু কথা বয়ান করে গেলাম। সত্যি বলছি এটা 15 মিনিটে 20 মিনিটে 1 ঘন্টার মধ্যে শেষ হয় না, হতে পারে না। আর আমি কি করেছি জানেন তো? আমি নানা কথা বলে নানা তত্ত্বের কিছু সন্ধান, যেটা আজকাল বলা হচ্ছে, এটাকে বলে তারপর এটাকে আমি যাকে বাংলায় বলে বুড়ি ছুঁয়ে গেলাম। And I tried to instigate yourself. আমি দুষ্ট বুদ্ধি আছে তো আমার, এই জন্য আমি চেয়েছি আপনারা উত্তেজিত বোধ করেন এবং আপনারা এইসব উত্তর আপনারা খুঁজে পান। আমি উত্তর দেওয়ার কে বলুন তো? আপনারা আমাকে স্নেহবশত নিমন্ত্রণ করেছেন, এই জন্য আমি আপনাদের কাছে কৃতজ্ঞ। কিন্তু আমি শুধু আপনাদের উস্কে দিতে চাইলাম, ফেমিনিজম ইজ এ ডিপ সি। এটা প্রশান্ত মহাসাগরের মতোই গভীর। এটাই তো বোধহয় সবচেয়ে গভীর মহাসাগর, যতদূর জানি বিষয়ে আমার চিন্তা কম, কিন্তু প্রশান্ত মহাসাগরের মতো গভীরতা আছে তার মধ্যে, এবং ব্যাপ্তিটাও আটলান্টিকের চেয়ে বেশি, তো প্রশান্ত মহাসাগরের মতো ব্যাপ্তি। এবং I believe though the friends who listen to me today will try to have their own answers, taking cue from the contemporary world around. কারণ যা ঘটছে সত্যতার মধ্যেই লুকিয়ে থাকে, সংকেত তার মধ্যে লুকিয়ে থাকে। We are to be the true decipherers. আমাদের সংকেত পাঠক হতে হবে ফেমিনিজমের জন্যও, আর একটা ট্রু হিউম্যান ওয়ার্ল্ডের জন্য। ধন্যবাদ, নমস্কার। নমস্কার।
We are really grateful, sir, to you because of your enlightenment deliberation. Thank you very much, sir. So now I request Ashwini Sharma, Executive Director, UNA, to give a wishes to us for our seminar.
Good morning, distinguished guests. Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, distinguished invitees, respected principal of the DHSK College, Dibrugarh, Dr. Saitya, faculties of the DHSK College, and my dear ladies and gentlemen. Today, the great privilege to be here, though I am online, as I am in Delhi now, principal international seminar which has been held today on the topic of feminism in the 21st century, relevance and challenges. The topic in this critical situation of the world, and I hope the seminar which is being held today at Dibrugarh in DHSK College will be fruitful and successful. I wish all success in today's program, and hope we will have some fruitful topics and discussions which will be beneficial to the humanity of this whole world. With this, I wish all success again to all the distinguished guests, panelists, invited, and the authorities, and all the faculties of the esteemed college. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. This seminar is running in our website also, so if somebody wants to see it in the later also, they can go for that. Now from the online mode, we want to come to the again offline mode, and we are eagerly waiting to listen from Professor Dolly Fukan, Dibrugarh University. Before Professor Dolly Fukan's deliberation, I request Hanifa Rahman to speak a few words or to give a brief introduction of Dolly Fukan. Running in our website also, so if somebody wants to see it in the later also, they can go for that. A very good morning to one and all present, respected principal sir, invited esteemed guests for today, uh, all my esteemed faculty members and all the participants. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest for today, Dr. Dolly Fukan. Dr. Dolly Fukan is presently serving as professor in the Department of Political Science, Dibrugarh University. Her area of interest is political theory and gender studies. She has authored significant books on gender studies, such as Women, Democracy and the Media, and analysis of current trends in Assam, and Gender and Contested Spaces of Democracy in Northeast India, to name a few. Her articles on gender issues have been published in several books and journals of national and international repute. Additionally, she also has to her credit a UGC-sponsored minor research project titled Portrayal of Women in Print Media in Assam. Ma'am, we are elated to have you amongst us today, and I extend a hearty welcome to you on behalf of DHSK College, to our college as well as for today's event. Thank you. Her articles on gender issues have been published in several books and journals of national and international repute. Additionally, she also has to her credit a UGC-sponsored minor research project titled Portrayal of Women in Print Media in Assam. Ma'am,
Very good morning, the distinguished guests online to the respected principal of this college, to the principal NLB City College, and our international participant, Professor Sharif, and also Professor Bhattacharjee, and my dear student friends and research scholars. So after such a brainstorming, listening to such a brainstorming, 2 lectures, I am feeling that I don't have much word to express. What I decided was to, as sir has said, that it is not easy to speak about feminism. It is a philosophy so in depth that it's not easy to speak in a seminar for a few minutes, within few minutes we cannot wind it up. So what I wanted to say is that I would try to convey, I would like to converge with you relating to the both rocky and rosy path that feminism has passed since its inception till today, and what are the contestations within feminism. And the first part I will be dealing with the challenges and also relevance, and in the second part I will try to practically put on what I have spoken in the first part. So basically I will try to locate how woman's body can be a signifier of feminism and feminist activism. So when we talk about feminism, so what whom we target. When we talk about feminism, we can say that feminism embraces every woman everywhere. And who is a feminist or who is a believer of feminism is that who have fought for the struggle to improve the lot of women. It may be our grandmothers, it may be our mother, it may be a homemaker who directly or indirectly has tried to promote for the cause of women. Now when we talk about feminism as a whole and its journey, it has a long journey. So when we talk about feminism and its connection to women, feminism as a whole is not uniform, because the subject it is dealing is, that is the woman, the society, and the relationship that the women have with the society is not homogeneous in nature, it is heterogeneous. Women's bodies are heterogeneous, in which feminism itself is ascribed. So we cannot say that feminism has a kind of uniform carrier. So since its inception, as Professor Sarif has said, it was initiated in the from the book Mary Wollstonecraft has written. So we can say that the journey of feminism had started with the universalist claim that sisterhood is global, or we all are women, we all are harassed, a kind of essentialization that women are victims of patriarchy. So we always try to uniformalize or we try to universalize the claim of women to be same everywhere. And the journey now, still we are walking on the same journey and not towards a universalistic claim but towards a particularistic standpoint. So where we talk about individual women's standpoint. So as a woman, how do I feel? As a woman, do I feel empowered? Not talking about all the women because I cannot represent other women. I can represent myself here. So the journey of feminism is from universalistic claim to the particularistic one. So if we talk about the feminism during the 1970s, we can see the diverse trends of feminism starting from liberal, Marxist, socialist, where we could say that they have talked about women's rights, they have talked about women's liberation, reform, and revolution. But those feminist theories or thinkers were challenged because they were thought to be representative of predominantly white women, upper middle class women section, and they self-imposed upon themselves that they are representative of all the other sections of women. So they try to spoke about the women and they try to represent other women, and the other women they negated that representation. For example, what I am talking about other women are not secondary classes of women. I am talking about the woman who doesn't belong to that white upper middle class section of women. So here, for the first time, the black feminists, they try to enhance the word of feminism, which means pluralism. It doesn't mean homogenization, and it goes beyond the universalistic. So ever since then, we have seen how feminism has proliferated. So now we have feminism in different spaces related to women's experience as a lesbian, as a ecologist, as a radical, as a subaltern, as a Dalit, and many more. So there are different types of feminism. So here the question comes that why we are naming feminism? Why we are addressing feminism through different names? Is it necessary of naming a feminism? So here the question, here is the answer is that sometimes it feels that feminism, naming a feminism is important because it exerts on the pivotal spaces called feminist inquiry. So if we are a feminist eco-critic, then our pivotal space is how to conserve the nature. So if I am a radical feminist, my pivotal space will be different one. So naming a feminism here becomes important. But again, there is a challenge of naming the feminism in the same line. That is because of the interface between different identities of women, like which has created false borders and which entangles us into one another. For example, myself, if I am a woman, I am also a teacher. I am also a mother. I belong to a particular ethnic community. So in this purview, in this platform, what is my location as a woman? My location here is a teacher. So my location here is a thinker. So now at this point of time, I may not be a mother. So there are lots of intersections that a woman's identity carry along with her. So as a result, our thinker, Gina Epstein, he said that a black feminist can also always be a socialist, and she can also be a lesbian. She can also be an anti-racist. So ultimately we can see how feminists, they at some point of time, they use differences to see large collectivity, and also they use the word women as an inclusive terminology identifying different categories of women. Now, when we are talking about a woman, can be a mother, can be representing an ethnic community, can be an Indian, can be an American. So we have different locations. So here comes the question of intersectionality. So now the feminists, they try to focus on more and more intersectionality so that we could find out how different structures of inequality interlocks and leads to a different hierarchical pattern. So we interlock with each other, our identities interlock with each other, and we create a different hierarchical pattern in a specific juncture which is not fixed or fluid, but it is fluid. So now at present I am a teacher, but at home I am a mother. wife. So I am a daughter-in-law. So my intersection is fluid, it is not fixed. So here there is another one relevance of intersectionality in feminism because it helps in uncovering the disadvantage faced by an entity stemming from the combination of different between more than one identity. For example, there is a saying that a Dalit women are triply burdened. First as a woman, as a Dalit, and as a poor woman. So here the structure of Dalit, as a Dalit, the condition, the positioning of a woman as a poverty-ridden woman, and also as a woman, she have three intersections. So as a result, she is triply burdened. So there is one relevance of intersectionality, but again there is also a challenge towards intersectionality. Like there has been different problems of intersectionality, like which was highlighted by many thinkers like NPS, where she said that more cross-cutting intersections might lead to a hybrid position. So when we are intersecting with each other, then we are creating a hybrid position. Here, within that hybrid position, one position will get more prominence and it will sideline the other positions that the women is facing. So, as a metaphor, I am taking the recent Kolkata rape case and murder case of the doctor in IQAC Medical College, where we visualize various intersections. She is a woman first of all, then she is a trainee doctor. She faced sexual assault. She was murdered. So it was in a night shift. So she was located during the night shift. And what was the nature of the women? She was a vigilant doctor. Then another position that we have came that is involvement of a civic volunteer, and everyone has positioned him as a habitual porn maniac. Then comes the other intersection, that is the consequence of financial malpractices. Then other question was the security lapse. So within that various intersection, we are trying to understand the victim of the RG core medical case. So here what we have seen that it is a hybrid positioning, that she was murdered, she was killed, she was sexually harassed. There was also malpractice, financial malpractices, and she was giving her voice as a vigilant doctor. And there was also a person who was a maniac towards porn. So there are so many intersections which led to the development of so many narratives. I mean, in the newspaper also, we can come across diverse narratives related to the incident. So here you see, the first one is the financial narratives. Then second one was the doctor's stand against corruption. She was very vocal against the corruption. Then next, the nature of the civic volunteer, and the third narrative, after these financial malpractices occurred, then it was said that previously she was murdered, and after that, to cover up the scene, she was assaulted sexually. So there were diverse narratives, and now if we look into the media, what is the prominent narratives? The sexual assault and the rape, and the doctors who were shouting for her cause and her mother's, their plea has been little bit sidelined. It has become secondary, and the prominent came the financial malpractices of that ex-principal of RG Corp. So this is how sometimes intersectionality creates a hybrid position, where within that hybrid position, it is the society who decide which position we will be targeting first, the primary position. And in that hybrid position, again, women's conditions become sidelined. The point which women were demanding, first of all, the voice was from the side of the women questioning the assault that she faced being a woman. And later on, now we are sidelining the same thing, and we are positioning the sexual assault in the second position, but we have given the prominent position in the financial corruption kind of thing. So as a result, there was a question related to intersectionalism, whether intersectionalism is acceptable or not. So simultaneously, what I am doing in my deliberation is that I am talking about the relevance of these concepts like intersectionalism. At the same time, I am also talking about a challenge that we might face. Now the question is that when we try to use the concept of intersectionalism, or when you talk about the universalistic claim, one thing it is common in both of the claims was that then essentializing women. So who is a woman? First of all, as we are talking about feminism, so in our mind we think that it is about women. It is about the ideology which hampers women. So here the focal point is again women, women's femininity. So who has created or constructed the femininity? Again the society. So first of all, the society try to understand who is a woman. So that means we need to have certain attribute to address ourselves as a woman. So it is the essentialization of women. So sometimes it is said that some properties are very common to all women, which makes us women. For example, if we talk about the biological essentialism, the radical feminists, first of all, they try to group all women into the category of women because the women universally possess certain criteria. One is her womb, then comes the breast, then comes the childbearing capacity, which essentialize because a woman is built like that. Anatomically, women possess these things. So she was essentialized that to be a woman, she should be a fertile woman because she should be a mother first. She should have the womb to deliver a baby, and also to feed the baby, she should have breast. So as a result, it is the essentializing capacity of a woman as well as women as a mother, as well as women as a caregiver. And also, because women is essentialized as a caregiver, she is also thought to be a sacrificial of possessing a kind of quality of sacrificial nature. So as a result, it is said that because of this essentialization position of defining who is a woman, women has been confined in the domestic sphere as a natural kind of thing, or we every time we have to fight for our own positioning of what we think about our differences. So now the another challenge coming to the essentialization. On one hand, it is said that without essentializing, how can we come together to fight against any kind of situation that we suffer as a woman? So on one hand, it is said that essentialization is important. On the other hand, it is also said that essentialization is also dangerous for women. For example, it is normalizing or standardizing historically and culturally privileged form of femininity. So we are not essentializing everything. As a woman, when we describe women, we essentialize only few things which are fit into our public discourse of who is a woman. For example, we essentialize the concept of motherhood, we essentialize the concept of heterosexuality, we essentialize that women should get married at a certain age, we essentialize that she is a transmitter of culture, we also essentialize that she is a caregiver. But we exclude certain essentialized characteristics of women, that is, she can be a lesbian, so a lesbian may not be a woman, then she can be an unmarried woman. We always question what is wrong with her, why she is not married yet, and also if she is a childless woman. So we don't essentialize these characteristics. Women may be an unmarried woman. Women can be like this also, but we have essentialized only few claims of essentialism. So, as a result, according to Elizabeth Spellman in her book Inessential Women, it is very dangerous essentialization. Because essentializing women is also a kind of body politic is playing its own role while we essentialize women. Now, we say that there has been again an anti-essentialist stand from if we write by the book of Elizabeth Spellman, she criticized essentialism. Now, again the question emerged that can women be considered as a social group with common concerns so that feminism could emerge as a social movement? If we separate ourselves, then it might be dangerous for us to put question to the society that we are suffering in that manner. So this is like walking on a sword, whether essentialism is good or essentialization is bad, whether universalism is good or diversity is good. So as a result, now the question that points to anti-essentialist, the solution was given by Gayatri Spivak from her the word that is the strategic essentialism, where she says that essentialism might be necessary for the feminists to find a common ground for social criticism, but it should be strategically maintained. So the essentialism, or we should come together only temporarily until our collective action, what we demand is means we achieve their political end. So we should politically use that essentialism. So now Another person who came to rescue the anti-essentialist stand, one is strategic essentialism coined by Gayatri Spivak, and the other one is the Judith Butler's concept of genealogy. So genealogy, she says that even women as a group, in absence of common properties, if I don't have any connection with any kind of intersections, I don't have any common properties, but still, due to complex history of multiple and overlapping web of interpretation, I fall in the same word, that is category, that is women. That is, women are becoming women because we are located in an unending chain of practice and interpretation, and we are binded together. So we are becoming women, here also we are becoming women, there also, because the society for a very long period of time, they have made us to repeat certain performance being a woman. So she used the word performativity, where she talked about ritualistic and repetitively how we perform certain things which make us women. So as a result, here Judy Butler, she talked about two intersections. One is non-discursive intersections, and the other is a discursive intersection. Here, what is the non-discursive? It is a gesture. As a woman, how we use certain gesture, how we use certain behavior, and these gesture and behavior are expressed through a linguistic terminology or through our language or the symbols of language. Means the language which talks about our bodily activity. So this is how the society makes us to perform and re-perform certain acts continuously. But that's why we have at some point of time we are made to be a woman. So as a result, it seems to us that it is legitimate. So I can express myself as a woman because I also do the same repeated things, and she also performed the same repeated things. So we come across a heterosexual pattern. So I also got married to a person. She also get married to a person. So here the heterosexual norm, and within the heterosexual norm, the both feminine and masculine forms are inversely symmetrical. So here the feminine forms are secondary to the masculine form. So this is about how we can see that the whole journey of feminism, if we try to analyze in that manner, it would be a little bit easier for us. First of all, the complexity, and then comes the relevance. One is universality, then comes difference, then essentialism, then comes anti-essentialism, then comes strategic essentialism, and then comes genealogy. So here, within this whole discourse, we can see that who is a woman, it is defined from the body she is. So a woman is a person who is carrying a certain attributes in her body. So in this second part of my deliberation, I'm talking about the use of body as a metaphor, where we can see people, they say that we are moving into public industries now. Many jobs are open for women. So now women's burden for care work has been lessened because we have stepped into a kind of nuclear family. Then again, we can talk about that how independent we are. We can hire you have certain technological help which is liberating us in the 21st century. But if we look into where we stand today, ultimately the condition of women here is same. So without losing time, directly I'm skipping to the concept of motherhood. Okay, another one I would like to say that how women bodies represent the status of women. So women bodies, they carry a body which is clothed in different manner, which makes her a different identity. Like she is made to wear chadars, she is made to wear burqas, she is made to wear saris, she is made to wear mini skirts, she is made to wear spiked heels, makeup, facelift, etc. So this signifies how the woman in that nation, which category of women she is signifying. So every signifier is related to the women body. So non-modern dress means it is read as non-Western. It is a sign of backwardness or underdevelopment. Again, modernity exposes women's body. So everywhere where we talk about women, it is located around one signifier, that is the body of women. So amidst the body of women, I have taken one metaphor, that is motherhood. So first of all, motherhood, it is an essentialized term, basically we use motherhood as a sacrificial mother. So during the COVID-19 period, we have come across a photographs which has created a huge turbulence in the social media platform, where we have seen a woman using the oxygen mask, and there was an oxygen cylinder also nearby, and she was cooking and she was preparing the rotis, and the caption here written, "Unconditional love, mother, she is never off duty." So here we have tried to focus on that woman, a body of a mother who we think we essentialize it, even though she is ill during COVID-19 period, she is suffering, she is carrying the oxygen cylinder, but she is cooking. So we are glorifying, but have you ever think about whether that women can be glorified, or women is suffering from certain kinds of misery of essentialization, that because she is a mother, she is supposed to cook. So this is how you see the one thing is essentialized motherhood. Then the next one, we can say that motherhood has also been framed as a patriotic act for national obligation. For example, for the continuation of a nation, the mothers should contribute by delivering sons. Because during our national movement, we have come across different deliberation about the hegemonic masculinity to deliver Aryan's son, so that the womb should be restricted. That means intercaste marriage should not be allowed because we require purity of blood. So many deliberations were there. So we can say that how motherhood, on one hand, it can be fit into a patriotic act. That means giving childbirth is also a patriotic act that is contributing to the process of delineation of the borders. That means I am delivering patriots of Indian origin. Then, interestingly, another opposite to that, a woman of Indian origin is termed to be a patriotic mother. But what about a migrant woman, who is a reproductive migrant? For example, a migrant women, for example, whom we in Assam, we talk about that they are not our citizens. They are from outside other land. So if we see a pregnant woman who is a migrant, whom we think to be a migrant, then we feel that she is to populate our country with foreign children. So the baby she is carrying, now the state is not giving the citizenship right to that baby. The state hesitates to give citizenship right to that baby because it will populate our country with a kind of foreign children. So here, essentializing motherhood, but there are two different motherhood locations. One is a mother of Indian origin and the other is a mother of foreign origin. So now, the population control tactics, another kind of thing where the politics include the body of women. For example, first of all, when we ask women to get married earlier so that they could deliver a child, because we require more manpower. But now again, after a certain trend, when we think that the state wanted to limit the citizenship and exclude certain population, they will talk about stop delivering. We need to go for reproductive control techniques. So then again, another mother, that is mother in resistance, naked mother. We can talk about the Mera Babies, naked protest, those were also mothers. So they try to recognize themselves as the mother of that Madhurama. So as a result, you see here the body of the mother is located in different manner. So yesterday when I was thinking about this seminar, I was searching the internet and I came across an article in Scroll, I think. The article's title was "Who Cared the Caregiver?" So the caregiver is also a mother there, and she is a cancer patient, but there is no one to care for her. She was caring for herself, and being a mother, she was so essentialized in her position that she was preparing tea and breakfast for other cancer patients who were male and children. Being herself a cancer patient, but she is a mother. So this is how we can see that when we talk about feminism, it is a lot. So we cannot concise it, or we cannot put it in a very simpler form because it is so plural, it is so proliferating, and new ideas are coming, and it is also enhancing the relevance as well as it is challenging the current thought process. So this is all about what I wanted to deliver.
Thank you, Professor Dolly Foucault, for your interesting as well as thought-provoking deliberation. Thank you very much. So coming to the last agenda of inaugural session, I request Dr. Mitali Soliha, co-convener of this seminar, to give vote of thanks.
Morning. We have come to the end of the inaugural session of today's seminar. I would like to take a moment because we are already running behind time. So I'd like to take just a moment to deliver the vote of thanks and to express my gratitude for everyone who has contributed to the success of this event. At the very beginning, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our principal sir, who has helped us and encouraged us in every aspect of this seminar. I would also like to express my thankful to our Chief President, the inaugurator of the seminar, Principal of NLB College, Dr. Sanjeevananda Mogohai, and all other esteemed members on and off the dais. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to the keynote speaker, Professor Sharif Atiur Jaman, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable insights. I am also very much grateful to the distinguished guest, Professor Tapodhir Bhattacharjee, for sharing his expertise. And we are also very much eager, as you all have said, sir, we are also very much eager to meet you all physically in the near future and to hear from you for a longer period of time. We are also thankful to Professor Dolly Foucault ma'am for providing us with due perspectives in the field of feminism. Once again, I would like to thank all our resource persons whose presence in the seminar has been highly enriching for us, who has made the seminar a great success. Next, I would like to present my heartfelt thanks to the collaborating organizations, IQAC DHSK College, UNO, NCNR Resource Center for United Nations, Guwahati, and NLB City College, who has extended their mental and financial support. And I'd also like to take the opportunity of extending my heartfelt thanks to the Director of UNO RCNR Resource Center for United Nations, Dr. Ashwini Sharma, for addressing the gathering. My special thanks to the technical team, without whose collaboration the seminar would not have been possible in the blended mode. So a big round of applause for the technical team. Thank you very much. And thank you, dear participants, because who are present in the Sabhakalpya and also who are present in the online mode. Because without their participation, this seminar would not have been possible. And I'd also like to thank, I have seen the chairperson of the technical section sitting here, of the three venues. So I would like to thank them for accepting our invitation and initiating to share the sessions, share the technical sessions in the three venues that will be going on parallel. So thank you, Pallavi ma'am, thank you, Shreya sir, and thank you, for helping us in the seminar. And I'd also like to thank all the faculty members present here and also the students who have been helping us throughout. So without their presence, without their guidance, without their help, this seminar would not have been possible. So thank you all once again. And now I'd like to inform the participants
that the technical sessions will continue immediately, and the technical session for the Assamese language we have divided into three venues. The first venue will be the Saturday Sabha. The second venue will be the teachers' common room, and the third venue will be the principal's conference room, which is upstairs. So our students will be guiding the participants from outside. So the Assamese, those who are presenting their papers in the Assamese language are requested to stay in this Sabha, and those who are presenting papers in Bengali, Hindi, and Sanskrit are requested to go to venue number 2, the teachers' common room, and those who are presenting their papers in English are requested to go to the principal's conference room, which is located upstairs. Thank you once again.
কোনোবাই যদি চাহ খোৱা নাই, চাহ আছে, খাই ল'লে ভাল হয়।